Welcome back to another eBay video. Was it worth it? For those of you new here, my name's Dave, and in this series, I open my eBay packages that typically I purchase during some crazy rush times, either late at night or this particular series of packages was done while I was on vacation and could not sleep. I don't remember if it was in the morning or late at night. There was a lot of that on vacation. However, I have this massive stack of packages behind me, and we are going to be going through this 4 packages at a time. So let's go ahead and get into these so that I can answer the question, was it worth it? Okay, folks, so I'm going to get into package number 1. Not horrible packaging. It feels like there's a box inside of this, and then they ended up putting the packing paper around it. Definitely sounds like a lot of loose stuff. I will say that might be something that's a little harder for me to assess whether or not there's value in some of these, is that I did make some purchases that are a little bit different. So let's go ahead and see what we got in here. I'm not 100% sure why they wouldn't have just put the label on here, but that's okay. Looks sealed. Let's go ahead and open this. Here we go. This is it, folks. The moment you've all been waiting for. It is a bunch of random parts. So you can see here somewhere, there we go. This is the bag of parts that I have purchased. It says that it is 8.5 ounces. I'm going to believe them on it. I do see it's a little disappointing. This large tree here is unfortunately Mega Bloks. It was hard to tell from the photo. I couldn't recall if it said genuine Lego or not. I know Duplo makes some kind of a large tree stump. I was hopeful it might be that. It was really hard to see in the photos. I guess before I really get much into this, let me look to see how much I spent on this particular package. This is the oldest of them. This has been sitting here for quite a while, actually. Okay, so for this package, I paid a total, where'd it go? $16.79 is what I paid for this. And the real key parts, and I'm just going to pull out a few of them, are the figures, or animals, I suppose. So, for instance, we have a white shark. Now, unfortunately, this one has a little bit of a red marker on the bottom, but I think I might be able to get that off. Again, the tree stump I was excited about. No value in that, given that it's Mega Bloks. We do have some little puppies, so those things are going to be nice. You can see we've got Tiger Cat. There's an Olaf snowman in here. Another cat. We've got a poodle. And there's really just a lot of them. It does technically have a couple Unikitty minifigures. The animals are what mostly sold me on this. I want to say that what I did was I looked up the value. Oh, yeah, there it is. I was going to say, I thought there were 2 sharks. A gray shark. I think between all of the pets and sharks, animal type things, the value was actually higher. I want to say it was around $20. And so, really, the rest of these... Oh, that's funny. I think I actually might need this piece. It's a laptop with a sticker. I want to say that came out of a friend set that I was missing that on. So, there may be some other value in here like that I am not even aware of. But yeah, this is mostly friend stuff. These poles might have actually been worth quite a bit as well. I know these are the ones that you can twirl down and use in the firehouse and things. Ah, yes. The octopus. Good condition. I like that. So this is harder to assess the value of, but this one at least I will say that from what I recall, I ended up pricing this based on the animals, and I think just the animals alone, I had about $20 in value. And then all these extra little accessories and components. Honestly, some of them add up. Like those little laptops, those could be $1 or $2 just by themselves. We've got some little pizza tiles. Just a whole slew of different cool things. We've got the whip, treasure chest. We've got a couple different colors of those. Is that a Lego piece? It's like a book, but it actually doesn't have anything aside from something that you could grab on the side. Let me know in the comments below if that's actually a Lego part. I've never seen that before. I'm going to go ahead and call this a win, because when I looked it up before, The value was there during this purchase. And some of these, I'll have to share a little bit of my logic to it. And I'm going to make an assessment on some of them. Specifically those that are more like bags of parts and components. And you'll have to let me know whether you agree or disagree with my assessment. But that particular one, I'm pretty confident that those are going to add a ton of value to the Bricklink store. And there's a lot of parts in there that I don't already have, which is fantastic. Specifically the pets. I'm going to call that a win. Yes. Item number 1, I'm going to say that was worth it. And I'm going to leave the seller some good feedback. Let's go ahead and get into package number 2, which is probably the most absurd packaging I have ever seen. So this is a Lego box, and I can see because there's a little area right there that you can actually peek in. And it's really just kind of like folded and taped over in all sorts of absurd ways. That's how they shipped it. I'm going to assume that this is another minifigure type lot and does not consist of a set. Otherwise, there will be some very not good feedback that is left. That's funny. It was a castle set that they used box-wise. It'd be okay if they gave me the whole castle set. Oh my gosh, this thing is taped up. Okay. I think I got it. Here we go. This is garbage box. And this is apparently what I ordered. Although, I don't remember this. So let's see what we got. Alright. It looks like I bought some minifigures. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the Looney Tune minifigures. So before I even assess which ones I have, let me see what I paid for this. 5 Looney Tunes minifigures. These I paid a total of $10.50, even after shipping. So overall, about $2 a figure. Let's see who we have here. We have... Oh. I'll just pull out the recognizable component. We have Sylvester. I have Daffy Duck. We have... These must have been extras. Marvin the Martian. That one's pretty exciting. I like Marvin. Bugs Bunny. And lastly... we have, oh gosh, I think, yep, Babs, I think is the name. So those were the 5 figures. Let me go ahead and do a quick search and get back with you here on whether or not the value is in there. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use average Bricklink prices. Obviously, I can't consult with Amazon on these, nor would I really care to. So we have Babs at about average price of $3.62. That puts me on the plus side. We've got Bugs at an average price of $4.70. We have Sylvester at $4.24. We have Daffy at $4.48. And lastly, Marvin the Martian at $4.20. I'm going to go ahead and just give this a thumbs up right now and say 100%. This is package number 2. And this one's well worth it. These figures, I think I may have been capable of doubling my money, 2xing my money right out of the box. Well, I guess I didn't get the money yet. But when I put these in the store, sell them for average, honestly, most of them, even the min price was around $3. So I should be able to net at least $15 to $20 on these things, which is a huge win. We're going to go ahead and call that, yes, that was worth it. Now I'm going to move into package number 3. It's in a box. Seems to be well packaged. Let's go ahead and see what we got in here. This one feels pretty full. No clue what might be in here at this moment in time. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. This may be a little harder to assess. No, I guess not. Okay. Very similar to the last order, oddly enough. This one... you can see I've got bags of Super Mario characters. Does it say who this is? Oh, here we go. We've got, 18 of the Spiny Cheep Cheep. We have, it looks to be 2 of the Fly Guy. I have 1 Ninja, although it says 22. So I don't know what that means. So we're going to call that one Ninja. We've got, the sticker says 16 here, but I guess maybe that doesn't mean anything. Hucky Crab, a bunch of Hucky Crab. We have an empty bag that says 13, so I don't know what the heck that's about. We have Parachuck Goomba. Anyways, whatever that is. Here we've got Bone Goombas. We have Thump. We've got some Parabeetles. It says 17. There's no way. And looks like lastly, we have Foo is what it says. I see one of them here appear to be built. Is that Foo? We're going to go with that being Foo. So, anyways, I got a bunch of characters. Let me look up. I don't remember what I paid for these. If I recall correctly, there's a total of 45 of them, though. Okay, yes. This is 45 of them. There was only one Ninja, 2 Fly Guys, 14 Super Cheap Cheeps, 2 Thrimp, apparently is the name, 4 Bone Goombas, 1 Parachute Goomba, that makes more sense, 7 Hucket Crabs, 4 Parabeetles, and 10 Foos. Definitely a lot of the Foos in that bag. So I'm going to assume the quantity is all there. I will go and verify. However, I spent for these 45 figures a total of, I need to go after shipping. I was just about to give you the wrong number. After shipping, I spent a total of $100.35, which averages out to just over $2 per figure. So now the next super most important thing is to answer the question, was it worth it? Now, my basis here was to assume that when you go and buy these right now, they're $5 a piece. Maybe you get some sales. Maybe you can get them on some really good deals and get them for $4. But at $2, I felt like I was getting half-price figures. Again, I did not end up looking these up, so it's possible that the value isn't quite there. Hopefully that's not the case, though. So I don't think I ended up getting all the different characters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these and give a rough estimate for what each of the different characters go for. Starting things off, Hucket Crab. I believe I got 7 of those. Average price, $4.50. I'm going to call that a win. Even the minimum price is $2.74, which is over my 2x value, or not 2x, but my $2 cost basis. We've got Spiny Cheap Cheeps. I've got a lot of those. $5.05 is the average price. There are some minimums at around $2. Might have to wait on those a little bit. Ninja, I do have one of those. $4.95 or $2 minimum. We have Foo, tons of Foos, $5 average sale price with $1.93 as the minimum. We've got Parachute Goomba, $5.16 minimum, $2.72 low price. We've got the Parabeetle. We've got some of those in there. $4.90 average, $2.18 minimum. We've got Poison Mushroom. Don't have any of the Poison Mushroom. Apparently that's one that we didn't get. Thwimps. So we do have some Thwimps. We got $5.14 for the average price, $2 min. Fly Guy, got a lot of those. $5.37 average and $3.14 minimum. So that's pretty good. Bone Goomba, we've got those at $5.10 with a $2.18 minimum. And that's it. So I think we actually are only missing a single one of the characters to even have a complete set. But it looks like most of them have an average sales price of around $5. And even, it's almost like I got all of these for just a little less than what the minimum Bricklink price is. So I think the value's here. And honestly, if I hold these for just a little bit once they're no longer available, I think the MSRP price of $5 per figure will be very easy to get. And so that should give me, I do have a couple of these that I do need to list as used, though, because I do see a couple that were assembled. Outside of that, though, yes, this was worth it. Honestly, the other really nice thing I just thought about, those are really easy to get in the store. Unlike the Friends Accessory Pack, that's going to take a little bit of time to figure out what each of the pieces are and get them all priced and entered. These Super Mario figures will be very easy to get listed. I might even make it a goal to get them listed by the end of this weekend as of the recording of this. Okay, let's bring this episode home. We're 3 for 3 in the worth it category. We're going to go to another box here. This one came to me from Florida. We're going to keep going with this new orange box cutter because apparently I'm having some luck with that. I did hear my camera system go off. So after this, I need to go outside. I might have some more packages that showed up today. So this is a set. Oh, it's 2 sets. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's set that aside and that aside. Ooh, that box is rough. Whew. Okay, here we go. I got the Lego Creator 31058 Mighty Dinosaur in green. I think this is a retired set, or at least close to it, if not. I will say there is definitely some box damage over here. It's looked like this bottom corner got beat up a little bit hard. But anyways, there's that. And then the other one that I think is what caught my attention the most is an older set, 31046, or at least I think it's older. Yeah, 2016 on this one. What's the date on the dinosaurs? 2017, so even that one's actually quite a bit older. 31046 Fast Car, a 3-in-1 set. I'm not usually a huge fan of the 3-in-1s myself, but I have to assume that, especially with these damaged boxes, I hope I got a good deal. You can see this one's extra rough. Now, let's go and see what I paid for these, and I want to double check to see what those pictures look like because that's rough looking. Okay, so the photo of this does show the Fast Car, the box damage on the bottom pretty good. The other set didn't look so bad. Anywho, we've got a total purchase price of this, $34. I don't know, folks. This one might be a little tighter. So if I'm thinking retail, this would have been a $15 retail set, MSRP. And this one's a little harder to say. I don't know whether this would have been a $20 or a $30 MSRP set. That might come into play here. So let's just real quick look up and see if I sold these on eBay. No, Bricklink. That's what we're using for reference. What am I doing? Am I new here? 31058. Let's see what the average price of the Mighty Dinosaur set is. Price guide. So average new price on this one, $13. And I honestly don't think I would send this one into Amazon. This box is just a little bit too squishy. So Amazon pricing on this one is not going to apply. So $13 on that. Let's check the Fast Car. Fast Car is $28 actually. Average price over the last. So that gives me, what's that, about $40 of value here. So that's a 20% profit. I would also be curious on this Fast Car. There aren't even many of these for sale. So that helps a little bit too, and it's something I don't look up with most sets, but with this one, just because it's one that I've never seen before, I wanted to peek. There are only 2 of these in new condition available on Bricklink in the US. And as a matter of fact, even across all the used ones, there's only a total of 7 total. So 5 used, 2 new. The cheapest new one in the US is $35. So that gives me a little hope that, look, there might be a little bit of value there. At a minimum, it's $40 selling through Bricklink. And I paid $34 for it. I feel like I can squeak out $15 and $35, giving me $50 of value. So I'm going to let this be the first and only, well, good Lord, hopefully not only, the first episode of eBay Was It Worth It, that I'm going to declare all 4 of these boxes a win. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know if you disagree with any of my assessments. Again, the minifigure ones or accessory packs and things are a little harder to assess truly. The Looney Tune one I feel great about. Honestly, the Mario one I feel the same, because even though the minimum price on some of those was $2 on Bricklink, which is about what I spent on it, I would have still had shipping, and it might not be very likely that the same seller had every one of those at the minimum price, which is what it would have required for me to order that many of them. So I feel good about it. The accessory one's the biggest gamble. Although, again, I did a little bit of research before that one. That one wasn't quite a spur-of-the-moment purchase. I was eyeballing that one pretty good. So let me know in the comments below if you disagree with anything. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to come back later this week for another video. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.